RFBH Kyle Richards desperate for Mauricio back amid Morgan split. Is RHAB star Kyle Richards desperate for Mauricio Umansky to return amid her Morgan Wade split? Fans seem to feel she has no one as her kids are grown and fleeing the nest. Therefore, she is relying on the company of her estranged husband. So, is she hopeful for a reconciliation? Keep reading for further details. Kyle Richards desperate for Mauricio back. In season 13 of RHOBH, it was clear that Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky were headed in different directions. She was all about working out and staying sober. Going out and partying was not as big of a deal for her. Yet, Mauricio was busy with his company, the agency. That meant he was constantly traveling, hosting, and partying. She could and did not want to keep up with this, so she started to hang out with country singer Morgan Wade. Rumors began to swirl that the two women were having an affair, something they denied. Yet the signs were there and Kyle was quite giddy around Morgan. By the end of season 13, Kyle and Mauricio sat down with their children and shared they were separating. When the reunion aired, Mauricio had moved out and Kyle admitted she was curious about being with a woman. Yet she had not dabbled aside from a kiss with Morgan. Season 14 has arrived and Kyle claimed she and Morgan are not together, more so she won't even say her name. Yet she is very curious as to what Mauricio is up to and who he is hanging out with. She even questioned their daughter, Portia, about it. According to Monsters and critics, fans feel Kyle Richards wants her ex back purely out of loneliness. She does not have Morgan Wade by her side anymore. Her daughters have flown the coop except Portia, and she is alone. She seemed to think Mauricio would always be there, and he did what she wanted and left. One had this to say: Kyle kind of had a whole girlfriend last season, and now she's upset that like Mauricio seems to be really moving on. Didn't she get tattoos with Morgan? The desperation of Kyle. Kyle Richards seemingly thought she wanted to be free and able to do her own thing. Little did she know that Mauricio would not be pining away for her. He replaced a photo of her and him with his DWTS pro partner, Emma Slater. That killed Kyle, plus he has been dating and is out and about. Kyle appears to have some remorse. Mauricio Umansky moved on with philanthropist Nikita Khan and has struggles with his father's girlfriend. So the last person he is thinking about is Kyle and her loneliness. The drama never stops in Beverly Hills, and neither does Kyle Richards' roller coaster of emotions. After months of speculation, whispers, and eyebrow-raising Instagram posts, rumors are swirling that Kyle is desperate to reunite with estranged husband Mauricio Umansky in the wake of her alleged split from Morgan Wade. Could this be the ultimate plot twist in Kyle's ongoing saga? Or is the reality star simply navigating life in the public eye? From soulmates to strangers? Kyle and Mauricio's marriage was once considered one of the most solid relationships in the Real Housewives universe. Fans adored their chemistry, their lavish Beverly Hills lifestyle, and their apparent unwavering devotion to one another. But over the past year, cracks in their fairy tale began to show. When the couple announced their separation, it sent shockwaves through Bravo Nation. Kyle insisted there was no wrongdoing on either side, but speculation about a third party immediately took over social media. Enter country singer Morgan Wade. Kyle's ultra-close friendship with Morgan had raised eyebrows for months, with many questioning whether their relationship was strictly platonic. The two vacationed together, got matching tattoos, and even filmed a music video featuring an undeniably steamy dynamic. But just as fans were adjusting to the idea of Kyle and Morgan as a duo, word on the street is that things have taken a turn, and not for the better. Trouble in paradise? According to insiders, Kyle and Morgan's bond may not have been built to last. While Kyle never officially confirmed a romantic relationship, the intense connection she shared with the singer had fans convinced she had moved on from Mauricio. But now the whispers are growing louder that Kyle and Morgan may have called it quits, leaving the RHOBH star in a state of emotional turmoil. If the rumors are true, this breakup couldn't have come at a worse time for Kyle. Not only has she been dealing with the fallout from her separation from Mauricio, but she's also been navigating her friendships and feuds on RHOBH. With tensions running high on and off the show, is it any wonder Kyle is feeling lost and yearning for the familiar comfort of her longtime marriage? Does Kyle want Mauricio back? Sources close to Kyle claim that she's been struggling with feelings of regret and nostalgia. Seeing Mauricio out and about, living his best life, has reportedly hit her hard. Ever since their separation, Mauricio has maintained an image of a man who's still enjoying life, whether it's partying in Aspen, appearing on Dancing with the Stars, or being spotted with mystery women. But behind the glitz and glam, could Kyle be hoping for a reconciliation? She's been reflecting on her marriage a lot. One insider shared, Kyle never thought she and Mauricio would actually split for good. There's a part of her that wonders if she made a mistake, and now that things with Morgan have cooled off, she's feeling even more lost. Another source added, Kyle misses her life with Mauricio. As much as they had issues, they built a beautiful family and an empire together. She's realizing how much she took that for granted. Mauricio's next move. While Kyle might be having second thoughts, Mauricio seems to be embracing his bachelor era. The real estate mogul has been linked to multiple women since the separation, and though he claims he's still on good terms with Kyle, his actions suggest he's enjoying his newfound freedom. Whether it's casual flings or something more serious, one thing is clear, Mauricio isn't sitting around waiting for Kyle to come back. That being said, Mauricio has never been one to close the door on possibilities. He's remained diplomatic in interviews, often saying that he and Kyle are still family, and that love and respect will always be there. But is that enough for a second chance at marriage? What this means for RHOBH? With season 14 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in production, all eyes are on Kyle to see how her personal drama plays out on camera. Will she confess to feeling regret over her split from Mauricio? Will she open up about what really happened between her and Morgan, or will she continue to keep fans guessing with cryptic posts and vague statements? One thing is certain, Kyle's storyline this season is bound to be one of the most talked about in RHOBH history. Between her strained friendships, potential heartbreak, and unresolved feelings for Mauricio, she's got plenty of material to keep Bravo fans on the edge of their seats. Reunion or closure? At the end of the day, the big question remains, will Kyle and Mauricio find their way back to each other, or are they truly done for good? While some believe a reconciliation is inevitable, others think they've both changed too much to make it work again. One thing is clear, Kyle is in uncharted territory, and she's struggling to figure out her next move. Whether she chooses to fight for her marriage or embrace her independence, she's got a long road ahead. As fans eagerly await the next RHOBH season, one thing is certain, in Beverly Hills, love and loyalty are never as simple as they seem. While Kyle might be having second thoughts, Mauricio seems to be embracing his bachelor era. At the end of the day, the big question remains, will Kyle and Mauricio find their way back to each other, or are they truly done for good? While some believe a reconciliation is inevitable, others think they've both changed too much to make it work again. One thing is clear, Kyle is in uncharted territory, and she's struggling to figure out her next move. Whether she chooses to fight for her marriage or embrace her independence, she's got a long road ahead. As fans eagerly await the next RHOBH season, one thing is certain, in Beverly Hills, love and loyalty are never as simple as they seem.